How are you doing, everybody? This is Eric from the Mature Minded Gamers Group. Welcome to our channel. Today we're covering the life and suffering of Sir Brante. This game is very unique and I am fallen in love with it. If you are into story-driven, choice matters type games, you are going to want to check this one out. The only knock I can give on it is the standard price is $25, which is kind of high for this type of game. The quality is definitely there though, so if you really like these type of games, jump in. If you're new to it, that's kind of a high price tag and you may not like this genre of games. You might wait for a sale. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you kind of how it works and try not to give away too much of the story. It's very unique. It's different. It pulls you in. And most story-driven games like this where you make choices, you don't really find yourself playing it over again. But I can already tell you I'm going to want to play this one again because there's so many different things you can do and compelling ways to take your character that I want to see what happens. So, all right, let's dive into it. All right, so you can see here you start out as a child. I've progressed through 7 years, probably about an hour worth of gameplay just to get that far. Then you have your other stages I haven't been in yet. We're going to continue on from here. The mark left on you by the sacrament takes a long time to heal. Mother says it's a reminder of your lot, suffering and sufferance, pain and patience. Gloria shows you the mark of the lash on her shoulder one day. It will never disappear. You are a commoner now. This is the lot you were born into. But Father keeps telling you to study hard so that you may yet earn a different lot and become a noble of the mantle. You recall the past with warm sadness, when Stephen still lived with you, or when he wrote to you for a short time after he left. Now he thinks it's beneath him to write to the commoners in the family. Mother doesn't lock herself in the bedroom as often back then. Didn't lock herself. This changed shortly before Nathan was born. But most importantly, you missed a time before the terrifying figure of your grandfather was constantly looming over you. You learned the true power of the lot only after the head of the family arrived. In grandfather's eyes, no commoner deserves to be treated with kindness. It's just him, or it's the way the entire world. The very thought makes you queasy. You are older now, and what's more, you are an elder brother now. You've learned how to care about someone else, and how to teach and protect. Soon, you are a small boy no longer. As the days pass, play gradually gives way to laborious studies. Now your choices will decide your place in the bizarre and ruthless world of adulthood. Your childhood years are over. That is the end of chapter 1. Kind of give you a little bit of a sense. Like I said, it took me about an hour to get up to this far. Lots of choices, lots of stat building. You can see kind of the highlights here. And I think you can pretty much affect everything after your birth of how everything goes down. Really good. I'm really enjoying this game. One of my favorite choice matters text-based games that I've played in a very long time. So here's my stats so far. My determination is at a 4, perception's at a 2, willpower is at a 0. At one time I had that at I think it was a 10 or 20, but some of my choices took down my willpower. It's kind of cool how it works. I haven't died yet. I did almost. Man, I really wanted to pick the option that killed me because it was tough, but I didn't. So deaths, I don't think end your game, but yeah, I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't had it happen yet. All right, continuing on.
I was growing up fast. The school, the streets, and the whole wide world awaited me beyond the gate of my parents' house.
So this is what a choice will look like. Your younger brother Nathan is getting bullied by a child, so I'm going to go confront him. I'm going to speed this up. Basically, your brother mouthed off to some kids and they threw him into the river and he got all muddy, and you're going to go confront him now. You do have the choice of what you want to do and how you want to handle it, and you'll see what happens from here on out. This is what a choice looks like, and here's my options. You can turn this off so you don't see what the consequences are, but for your first playthrough, I'd recommend you leave it on because it's been a help for me to kind of understand how different things work. So I have 4 different choices here. Get in a fight with him, which raises my nobility, and also my relations with him, which is interesting. Say your brother is to blame. So this is actually a completely positive experience. Any of these I pick is just going to be pluses for my relations. This one down here, though, actually unifies my family, which I think is very important. Gives me willpower, and I get a +1 relation. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to my brother.
Nathan keeps tugging on your sleeve harder and harder. Finally, you turn and look at him. Don't fight him, please. Look, he's huge. Let's go home. Who cares about them? You're all sweaty. Are you going to listen to your little brother and walk away like a coward? All you rich boys are chickens. You do nothing but squawk. Now he's done it. Your patience has run out. You swing at Thomas, and he jumps back, surprised by your assault. It takes him a moment to compose himself, but now he is ready. His fists cover his face, and he attacks you with a quick jab. Now it's your turn to take a step backwards. You start trading blows, huffing and puffing with rage. Thomas does not resort to fancy moves, his dirty tricks or stupid taunts. He displays nothing but skill earned in many a street fight, and his heavy fist aimed for your head. You keep dodging him again and again, trying to reach him. He takes a couple of glancing blows, but easily shakes them off. What a bruiser. Your heart is pounding like a hammer. You see nothing but the foe in front of you. How much longer will this take? You're worn out, your breath grows ragged, and your muscles grow heavy. The blows ring through your head like a bell and blind you for a moment. The world swims before your eyes. You clutch at your head to get your bearings. Thomas is standing in front of you, blood dripping from his nose. You no longer want to fight it out, and it seems your opponent would rather end it too. But you keep standing there, eyeing each other angrily. Then suddenly you hear an angry shout right next to you. An enraged man in a craftsman apron. It's my father, run! Punishment for fighting is flogging, and a mere prospect of that makes you run like the wind. Thomas sprints in front of you. You dash across the rotten wood planks of the backyard, up and over a lopsided fence, across a giant puddle in one leap, and then forward into the grass. You exchange glances with Thomas and start laughing. His laughter is loud and infectious. I'm going to get flogged anyways. My dad is always quick to give me a beating, and then he'll start nagging me about the lots and the prayers for days like he always does. Why do I always get myself mixed up in this stuff? But fighting's the only way to prove your worth anyway, right? The adults didn't see you fighting. You can tell them all that you convince them that you weren't. Nosebleeds happens, right? Mother gets nosebleeds all the time. Well, we could try it. Let's hope our little brothers don't tell on us. I'll talk to mine. There's a scratch on your head. Don't let them see it. Good thing I didn't hit you in the face. There. Good as new. Well, we won't try. Yeah. We assured him that Nathan will never tell, and in return we'll make sure he behaves himself so he won't get tossed into the ditch again. You make your way out of the tall grass. You need to leave before Thomas's father goes to your family and complains about you breaking your lot. You come to the realization on your way back that you had no idea the place where you were hiding even existed, and it's not too far from your home. Thomas smiles in excitement when he hears you. Oh, I know a lot of places like this. If we get out of this mess today, I'll show you the way to the old fortress wall. It's the perfect place to build your own fort. I'll drag a bunch of wooden planks there. Too bad it's no fun to build all by myself, and my brother never helps. You emerge from a muddy back alleys, united by a secret only the two of you know, and it seems you made a friend today.
A long story there, but if you got it, we have made a friend. So that's pretty awesome. Unity for the family, willpower boost. That is what a decision and how the story kind of plays out. This is a very unique story. I've really enjoyed it. The game is, like I said, very well made. So if this is something you're interested in, highly recommend you check it out. It's available on Steam right now. With that, I'm going to end the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep notified when we bring more content to the channel. Have yourself a great day.